So level 5 this weekend, we're here at the 12 Hours of Sebring, which is one of the most historic endurance races in the world, and probably arguably the most important endurance race in America.
Sebring is the roughest track in America, actually North America. It is, it's known to be very brutal on the cars, and they commonly say that 12 hours here is really harder than 24 hours at Daytona.
The green flag waves for the 58th time at Sebring. We're racing.
The car's really doing an outstanding job.
Team principal Scott Tucker climbing behind the wheel to take the checkered flag in victory. And
Scott has certainly shown his confidence in putting this team together, but he's very humble about what he's actually, his status within the racing community and what he wants to achieve. And I really was struck by his sincerity, and I think you mentioned it just then. His fitness, he takes this very, very seriously.
And Scott Tucker's level 5 Motorsports
winner. Way to go, everyone. Way to go.
Win on debut in this first race for this new class.
What a fantastic result. Mark Wilkins, Christophe Bouchou, and of course Scott Tucker. Victory must taste very sweet, and a special occasion, the first time anyone won a race in LMPC.
Yeah, it's great. Guys just really worked hard. Mark and Christophe drove great races. It just went our way today.
I'd like to thank Microsoft for all their support here at Level 5. It's been an amazing weekend. We've used Microsoft Office software to run these two cars. It was a great weekend. We were two of the fastest race cars on the track, and without it, I think we would have really been at a worse position.
The other challenge category is the Le Mans Prototype Challenge class, and that too, the battle in qualifying was absolutely spectacular. As you watch one of the 89 go by, and then the 95 of Ryan Hunter-Reay. He is your leader, and Ryan Hunter-Reay, another one of those drivers, immensely talented.
Well, there's some real talent in these challenge classes. We talk about Butch Leitzinger and Lee Keen in the car that's leading right now, but when you look at the front of the pack here in the LMPC Championship, you got Ryan Hunter-Reay. He's fresh off a second-place finish in the IndyCar Championship season opener down in Brazil last week. You've got Christophe Bouchou. He's won Daytona. He's won Le Mans. You've got Andy Wallace, an endurance master. They're 1, 2, 3 right now in this class.
Yeah, Calvin, it's quite interesting down here with the team. They are, having a driver of the current high profile of Ryan Hunter-Reay really lifts everybody. And you can certainly see for Scott Tucker, what a dream come true. But I was talking with James Gué, who was saying that obviously in practice, these cars, remember, have not gone that far as a race distance. We talk about Peugeot and Patron cars doing full race distance simulations. These cars coming over from Europe have not done that. So it's a known quantity up to the hour mark, and after that it's pretty much a free-for-all as to what's going to happen. Remember that these LMPC cars are sort of a one-spec series. There's a lot of, which means the engines are sealed, the transmission gearboxes are sealed, so that it's really up to the teams to make the most within the framework of the regulation. So I think this is a very exciting battle to see unfold. You actually had a really good solid hour in the car there, on new tires, which isn't easy.
Right, yeah. The stint went real well for us, part of our strategy. It was getting a little greasy out there, but overall it went real well.
Two questions. One is, you have stepped up as a driver. You're learning and evolving every year. The team has stepped up, and yet you're in a challenge, in a category where there's not that much known about it. How is everyone adapting?
Real well. We're working like a real team, a real unit, and we're executing on our goals, and everything's going real well.
And you hire some pretty good drivers.
Yes, yeah. You got to surround yourself with the best. Yeah,
and that's it. It must be amazing for you when you actually look and driving with the likes of the people you are. I mean, Bouchou getting in the car now, it's not shabby, and I think it's a great thing for a driver to be able to measure himself against one of the best. So that's how you probably gauge it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to, learn from the best, and the only way you can do it is put the best in there next to you.
And of course, you're at one of the best races in the world. Good luck, Scott. Thanks.
LMPC car is in. This is the class leading 55 for level 5. And team principal Scott Tucker climbing behind the wheel to take the checkered flag in victory, and rightly so, for the amount of money, time, commitment, dedication that this man has poured into motorsport over the last couple of years. He deserves to take the checkered flag.
That's a great feeling to be behind the wheel and see that checkered flag after 12 long hours. And for the team principal to do it, that's awesome.
Yeah, this is pretty awesome. It's a special feeling, certainly, to bring the car in at the end of one of these long races. And Scott Tucker, as you said, Lee, is totally dedicated to the, really learning the trade. He started as a race driver relatively late in life. And he just does everything. His fitness level is supreme. He's got the best co-drivers he can come up with. He wants to learn from the best.
You gave him a new drink bottle. I don't think you'll need that with 10 minutes to go at night.
I just spoke with Scott just before he got in the car, and I was congratulating him about everything without saying the word win. And he was very humble. And, one of the traits about uber successful guys is they have to have a pretty big ego and a lot of confidence. And Scott has certainly shown his confidence in putting this team together, but he's very humble about what he's actually, his status within the racing community and what he wants to achieve. And I really was struck by his sincerity, and I think you mentioned it just then, his fitness. He takes this very, very seriously. And I also said that a lot of guys, reminded him that a lot of I'm not say gentlemen, but owner drivers that actually transition to prototypes in whatever series don't always fare too well. And they just find the driving conditions, the driving style between a GT car and a prototype too hard to handle, and especially when they start driving in the middle of their lives. And I tell you, Scott has really done some excellent times today, and I congratulated him on that. And I think this is a good vindication. And remember, sports car racing needs passionate, wealthy, successful businessmen who can drive the backside out of a car to join it. That's what's made this sport go around for years, and I think it's brilliant.
Well, this guy turns up at the track, whether it be in the Rolex Series or the American Le Mans Series, or even when he was doing Ferrari Challenge, with a first-class operation. The transporters, the hospitality area, the cars always look impeccable. His staff is well-dressed, well-trained, well-versed. He employs a ton of people, and what he has injected into the sport of sports car racing is very much appreciated by many people on many levels.
What a fantastic result. Mark Wilkins, Christophe Bouchou, and of course Scott Tucker. Victory must taste very sweet, and a special occasion, the first time anyone won a race in LMPC.
Yeah, it's great. The guys just really worked hard. Mark and Christophe drove great races. It just went our way today.
And of course, Christophe, coming in, you've got a lot of experience in sports cars. You're teaming up in a new category. Sebring is something special, isn't it, on your career win list?
Yes, of course, Sebring is really special. It's a nice race, but also very hard. Only if it's only 12 hours here, it's like 24 hours somewhere else. So it's really great. And for the first race of this new championship, LMPC, it's really great to win here.
That's fantastic. And of course, Mark, coming into this race, I guess no one had any real expectations. It's a new series, new category, lots of issues with the cars. You must be absolutely stoked.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is my first 12 hour to be a part of this team for this event. I can't thank them enough. Scott and Christophe did an awesome job. And, didn't put a wheel wrong all day. And it's a tough track, but we worked hard, and the guys on the team did a great job, and it's an awesome result.
Well, I got a little message from Dorsey earlier. He said, by the way, 12 hours aren't this easy. You don't win your first one, by the way. So you shouldn't do that, but well done. Brilliant. Last final thoughts from you.
It's great to be here. The American Le Mans Series is a great place to come and do race. And, the car is great. And, we're just thrilled.
And a great season ahead of you, I'm sure.